Hey, this is Lady Kima, the host of the Women Recovery Show, broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 3 p.m. from FBRN Studio in Bedford, Texas. Log on to hear uplifting, encouraging word, your motivation speaker, better known as your trauma recovery coach. Be sure to log on each week, Saturday at 3 p.m. to catch Lady Kima. Jump in.
You feel that, right? You feel that energy? We are one. One love. One life. Let's live it right. All I need is good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking higher G-O-D. Yeah. Good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. I'm talking higher G-O-D. Started getting more right. Now I waste more days and I live for more nights. I get high on life cause it feels more right, yeah. Tell me what's wrong from right. It's all connected, energy can never die. More than a dog, but I chose to be the light. Look at me funny, I got out your evil light. Words of advice, bitch, don't kill my vibe. No more depression, please don't kill my pride. Road of religion, I'm catching them green lights. Spread out my wings, I'm catching them free lights. Free as a rock.
Recovery Radio Show. I am your host, Lady Kima. We are back in the building again. I said I am back up in the building. I pray that everybody is having a lovely day out here on this beautiful Saturday evening. And I'm so honored for those that are tuning in around the world. I mean, man, everybody be waiting for this show, huh? Today is the day. Now, if you are tuning in, watching live, I would love for you to like, tag, and share. Again, I would love for you to like, tag, and share the broadcast. We have a good thing to talk about on today. And those that's tuning in, I thank you for your support and love for the host of Lady Kima, which is me. Yes. So those that's tuning in, I mean, hey, I love you all. I love you all for the support. I love y'all for what you do towards the Women Recovery Radio Show. I have a good topic on today. I want to talk about good energy and bad energy. You know, sometimes we deal with all things that bring bad energy our way, and you know, sometimes, you know, bad energy will mess up your what? Your good vibe. I mean, we have to understand that sometimes when bad energy come around, it kind of mess up our day, and we trying to like, what happened to the good energy? What happened to the positivity? Because we allow bad energy to mess up our, you know, our day or whatever the reason may be. So this is the topic on today: good energy and bad energy. It said, what is a good energy in a person? So how can you tell if you're dealing with a good energy in a person? The way you could tell is they pulling out positive vibe. They always positive. They not always angry. They're not always upset. They're not always frustrated. You know, you'll know you're around somebody with good energy. They always happy. They always joyful. They always full of excitement. They always have things to say good. That's how you'll know you're around a person with a good attitude, you know, encouraging. I always have things to speak about, uplifting. I would have like inspiring words to say to you. That's how you will notice that you're around a person with good energy, people. I mean, I tell y'all this because we need positive people around us, because sometimes negative energy is not fit for us. It won't be fit for us, because we know one thing, that in this time and day, negative energy is not a place for, you know, for positive people to be in, because we are full of joy. We are full of happiness. And we have to understand, when you're around people that's very negative and that always don't have nothing to say, they just full of hate, they full of badness or whatever it'll mess your day up. I mean, we have to understand that, you know, no matter what people do to us, especially the ones that's negative energy, and you can walk into a negative energy room, you can feel that something is off. You know, you'll feel that you're not welcome there. You'll feel that because, hey, positive people can understand that, hey, I'm positive. Well, something just went off. Something just had went off. So when you walking into something negative, it will rub on you. You'll know that somebody has said something about you, or after you leave the room, you can feel something. I call that a spirit of discernment. A spirit of discernment. So we have to understand, people, we have to understand to keep a positive energy, even though you in the negative energy. Because what it is, if you so positive, negative energy won't allow you, it won't allow you to be like that. It won't allow you, because one thing I know about negative energy, that when it rub on positive people, it won't change the way you are. Because you already positive. You've been positive. You were born positive. You always have things nice to say to people, because negative people always have something negative to say. So we have to understand that, people, that no matter what you are facing, dealing with negative people, remember, stay positive. Stay true to yourself. Stay who you need to be. Stay that person that God created you to be. Be that positive person. Even when you're around people that negative, always have something negative to say, you be the example. Walk in the example. You have recovered from being that person. We all once was a negative person. We all once was always not that nice person, or we always had something to say about people. But God had recovered us to put us in a position to be positive, because you know what? We wanted to change. And negative people always don't want to change. They always want to find faults in people, and because they not happy or what they going through or whatever the reason may be. You have to be the example to be positive towards people that's very negativity. I know we deal with a lot of negativity on our jobs. Oh, I'm a witness to that, because one thing I know, when you on your job, you're going to always deal with different personalities. You know, you're going to deal with people that always have a upside down day. They always have something bad to say, or they try to get people to click on you and all this. But you have to stay positive no matter what people are doing towards you, because you know what you're doing? They cannot steal your joy. They cannot steal your joy. They cannot steal the vibe. They cannot steal your happiness. They cannot steal the love that you God put inside of you, because you recover and you walking in your positivity. Let me say it again. You have recovered and you walking into your positivity. We have to understand, learn how to remove yourself from negative people. Because negative people, what they're going to do is to affect the positive life that you got going on. And we have to know this, people of God, and people that's listening, or you watching me live. Even though they are around you, negative people around you, they're just full of unforgiveness. They mad about things, they upset about things, and they don't know how to talk positive. They always got something negative to say. They always, you think you this, you think you that. They always got something to say. But when they see a positive people, even though you hear the negativity, you always speaking positive things against the negativity. You always speaking things. If you hear somebody saying something wrong, you always twist it and put it in a positive way because you are a positive person. You have the positive vibe. You have the positive energy. We don't have time to indulge in negativity. How people or places or things are doing in our life. We have to understand that no matter how we face things in life, or no matter what kind of energy that come your way, you just got to stay positive. You just got to stay positive, because positive is a good health in your life. I mean, it will keep you living. Come on. It will keep you living, because you stay ungrateful and bitter and mad and always upset about things, and you just full of negative energy. You can feel when somebody negative. You can feel it. It's a vibe. You can pick up a vibe because you're so positive. You're so positive. So we have to understand that when we face people in life, and I'm talking about us as a whole, when we face people in life and we don't know how to deal with people negative, what can you do, and how can you deal with people that's always negative? How can you face the fact that you are in front of a person all the time that's negative? You can feel you can look at them by their body language, how they put out bad vibes and all this and all that. But how can you handle a negative person? Even though you are positive, how can you handle a negative person? The way you can handle a negative person, be positive always. No matter how they say things, you be the happy changer. Let me put it like that. You be the happy change. You put the excellent and the excitement on negative people. We have to understand, no matter how they feel or what they saying or what they doing, you have to learn to be an example what joy is looking like on you. What they saying about you doesn't even matter, because people words is people words, and people opinions is people opinions. So we have to understand, stay in a safe, happy place. We have to understand, stay in a safe, happy place, because what's going to keep you happy when you're around people that's always mad and not never happy is they cannot steal the happiness that God put in you. Let's talk about recovery. How can you recover from being negative? How can you recover being around people that's as negative? How can you recover? Remove yourself. We have to learn how to remove ourselves, block people. So what if they unfriend you? Sometimes it's a protection for your journey and your positive move, and your positive energy. So what? How people feel about you, so what? Because at the end of the day, no matter how they feel in their energy, negative energy vibe or negative energy words, it don't stop what you got to go and doing. It don't stop what you doing. It don't stop what the things that what people trying to distract you from. Because that's all it is, nothing but a distraction, because they're so negative, they don't know how to move forward. That is why they are behind you. That's why they are beneath you, not above you. This is the reason why that we have to understand positive energy refer a good attitude. It refer a good attitude, being kind and generous, believing that good things will happen. When you have a positive energy, good things will happen in your life. I mean, hey, I'm a prime example. I deal with a lot of negative people. Even on my job and ministry, just dealing with a daily life, by me keeping a positive vibe, God has been blessing me because I'm staying positive in spite of what people are saying or doing. So I am the example of what positive people need to look like. because we're not walking around all sad and bitter and upset and people doing this and people, you letting people get to you. We have to learn how to get delivered from people. You have to learn how to get delivered from people negative energy, that negative vibe, that negative talk. We have to understand people. We don't have time to deal with negative people at all. Their vibe will mess you up. Their vibe will mess you up if you allow them to mess up your happiness. If you allow them to steal your joy. If you allow them to stop the progress that you walking in your positive goodness. When I mean your positive goodness, your destiny, your goals, your business, or whatever they of negative energy people trying to stop you because they trying to figure out how can I stop that? How can I make them low like me? Because they know why they can't stop you. Because one thing I know about negative people and positive people, we see you negative, we see what you doing, we see how you acting, but we moving forward. We moving forward in front of you. We moving forward because we don't have time, because we on the road to make a difference in the world. We on the road to make a difference in people's lives. We on the road to make a difference, because one thing about positive people that is different, we don't look back. We do not look back. We look forward. We keep going. We stay on the task. We got things and places to do because we on a positive energy move. We have to understand positive energy move will do great things. Will bring greatness in your life. Blessings will start falling. Things and good things will start happening in your life. We people, I say we, I say you, we, because we in this together. We have to learn how to turn negative energy off. We have to learn not allow negative people to stop us in our destiny. We have to learn to let them be or who they want to deal with. I don't care if they have to get clicks. Come on, somebody. Sometimes people that's so negative and you so positive, they'll get somebody that will click with them to come against you. They will get somebody to come against you because they want people to fall in a negative mess. They want people to come against you because they can't know why? Because they can't do it by themselves. Because if they can't do it by themselves and they can't come against you one-on-one, you are a powerful person. You are a powerful person, because it don't make no sense that you have to get a gang of people to take a one positive person down, because they're not indulging into the negative energy. They staying focused. They moving on. They doing what they want to do in their life, in their good life. They living a joyful life. They living a happiness life. They living a glad life. They living an excitement life. And we have to understand that we don't have time for energy, negative, throwing off people that don't want to go nowhere in life. Don't want to go nowhere in life. So they have to bring something towards you because you're doing something good in your life. You being productive in your life. You being positive in your life. You doing what you have to do in your life. And we have to know that no matter, in spite of, and no matter, I'm going to say it again, no matter, in spite of what they do towards you, you keep going. You keep going. You keep doing what you have to do for you in your positive. You have to do what you got to do to stay focused. You can create a positive energy. You can create positive things for negative energy. Do not come towards you. And how you do that and how you deal with people with that negative energy, don't. Y'all can catch that on later. Don't. Because one thing, negative energy, they want you to indulge in their mess. They want you to go back and forth with them. They want you to say this and say that. They want you to do this and do that. They want you to join on their bandwagon. But you have to continually to stay positive. You have to continually recover from negative energy people. We have to understand that we don't have time for that. No. We don't have time. Positive people don't have time for that. We trying to do things right. We trying to move on. We trying to stay focused. We trying to do what we have to do while negative energy is still in behind us and they still stuck and they still can't figure out what they got to do in their life. All they could do is they sit around talking about people and that's all they know. That's all negative people know. They sit around, talk about you, expose you. They'll try to sabotage you. They'll try to slander you. They'll try to put your name out. So people want to get to know who you are. Because negative people will stop people to understand who the real you are, who you really are. So that's why it's good to know people for yourself. It's good for you to know people for yourself. Don't go out with the naysayers and all this bad talking about people and got them feeling this way, got them feeling that way. And then people don't want to talk to that person because guess what? They're going out with negative people saying, then coming to you with the problem so they get to know if this really you. If this who you really are. Are you the person? Is this? So never go off what people tell you about other people. Because that's nothing but negative vibe, negative mess, negative energy. You have to stay positive. You have to stay positive. Get to know people for yourself. Because people out here is hurting other people because they don't know how to let go and they hurt in their ways. That's why they full of negativity because they still hurt. They still hurt by somebody did something towards them. So they trying to hold on the pain and the disappointments. And this what happens when you hold on baggage, you start being a negative person. Because you're not happy what's going on in your relationship, or you're not happy what's going on in your personal life, or you're not happy. So you want to bring negative energy towards a positive person to bring them down. But one thing I want to tell all the positive people that's listening around the world, that's watching me right now, I'm going to tell you this. Stay positive. Do what you got to do. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Because guess what? 2023 is your Jordan year. We don't have time to stop. We got to keep going. And I'm talking to the positive people. We got to understand not to allow negative people to stop our journey. You know, we got to learn how to, turn the noise off and not listen to how people and what they think of us. Because we're on a positive journey. We moving forward in our life. We doing what we have to do for ourselves. We doing what we got to do. So you have to understand, no matter what people are doing towards you, you have to stay positive. You have to stay true to yourself. Be who you are. Don't be a people pleaser. Be yourself pleaser. I'm going to say it again. Don't be a people pleaser. Be yourself pleaser, because what you're doing, you pleasing yourself, not people. You don't need to please the negativity people or how they feel, or you trying to prove a point. You on self, you want a defense mode. You want to prove that that's not who you are. So what? Let them think whatever they want to think about you. Let them think and say whatever they want to say about you. I don't care if they have to get a whole clip. You keep moving forward. Positive energy. Positive energy will cut off negative energy. Let me tell you something. The longer you stay positive, they will not come towards you. You'll know that it's there. You know that it's, you know they saying this, you know they saying that. But at the end of the day, you have to learn to stay positive and recover from people don't know how to come out being negativity. I call that trauma. Come on. I call that trauma. Because when people are traumatized, they still hurt. They're still angry. They're still frustrated. They still this, they still that. Because they don't know how to go into a positive mindset. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to let go. They don't know how to give it to the Lord. They don't know how to forgive people. These are negative people. Don't got nothing nice to say. People don't always, have to deal with negative people. And they get mad when you start dealing with them because, you know why they get mad? Because they want you to feed into their mess. They want you to feed into how they feel. They want you to feed into their bitterness or whatever they're going through. We have to learn how to cut it off and move forward and stay positive at all times. At all times. Knowing the kindness will impact people through you because you doing what you have to do. You doing the right thing, not the wrong thing. Because you recover from being hurt. You recover from being negative. You recover from being like them. Come on. You recover from being like them. So it's okay, people, to allow negative people stay in that negative place. Sometimes you have to keep negative people where they at. You don't have to go run. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to go to nobody. If you hear somebody came back and brought you some baggage, what this person said, you don't even have to respond. Because guess what? Revenges belong to the Lord. If you have a prayer life, revenges belong to the Lord. God said, love your enemies. Pray for those that prosecute you. Pray for those that talk about you. Pray for those that curse you. Pray for those that lie on you. These are the saying that God is saying unto the people that is positive. You don't have to prove your point. Move forward. Let it be. Move on. Because it's time to do what we got to do. Walk into your journey. Do what God called you to do. You know, negative people are so emotional. They so emotional. They so upset. They never in good spirit. They always angry. They always frustrated. They always bitter. Because they don't know how to be positive. They used to the known. They used to being like that. They used to always gotta have something things to upset or whatever have to bother them. We know these people. I'm talking about the positive people. Positive people who's like me. I raise my hand. I raise my hand because it's time to move in our positive movement. It's time for us to move on. It's time for us to let go. It's time for us not to worry about our naysayers, not to worry about our enemies. We got to let it go and recover from people that don't mean no good. Forgiveness is for you, yes. But all forgiveness do not require a reconnection. Come on, somebody. All forgiveness do not require a reconnection. Sometimes God will allow negative energy to move from you. You can have family that could be a negative energy. You can have on your job, it could be very negative energy. It could be in your house, or it could be on the streets, whatever you be. God will teach you how to walk positive so it won't bother you. Because guess what? It's called maturity. Maturity only will make you be the person that you are because you're not on the level with everybody else. And when I say with everybody else, I'm talking about the negative people, negative energy. These are the things that I'm talking about. And we have to understand that no matter what people do, if you listening to me right now, I got to put this down. No matter what people do or what they say, let negative people have negative people. Come on. Let negative people have negative people. And positive people, we keep moving. Move on. So what they sabotage you. So what they slandering you. So what? But the more they talking about you, the more they push you into your purpose. They push you into your destiny. They push you into the goals that you have to accomplish. We need our enemies. We need our haters. Because guess what? They are our congratulators. Come on. We need them. We need them. We need them. Because if they're not talking about you, then you worry. People that's with negative energy see the good in you. They try to find something bad so they can find anything to say, anything negative about you. But guess what? You have recovered from that. You move forward from that. You did what you have to do. Because you not on that level. Positive people take care of themselves. Positive people have confidence in themselves. They focus on the good, not the bad. They always practice good attitude, positive people. You know, we surround ourselves with people that have good energy. That we have good energy. Surround yourself. The most important thing, you know, when you're around negative people and you get upset, learn how to breathe. Take a deep breath. It's been time that, you know, people that's very negative and they picking and they picking, pocking on you and they doing this and they trying to make you upset. Just breathe. Take a breathing, a relaxation. Because what they do, they want you to get on their level. They want to see if you say that's who you are. They want to see how if you're going to explode or you're going to spaz out. That's just how negative people do. They do that. They get upset. They try to figure out this. They try to figure out that. But we got to understand. We got to speak power over the negative people. Sometimes you got to have power and keep yourself positive. What you mean by power? When I mean about power is you want to allow people to detect who you are. You want to let their negative words to hurt you because you got power over them because guess what? You matured over that. You recover from that. You move forward from that. You let it go. You gave it over. That's how you got power. You know how you got power again when people say things, it don't get to you. It don't bother you. It don't upset you. You just moving all freely and happy. Your life starting all over. You in a new ministry. You in a new job. You in a new relationship. You got new friends and new connections. People that's old to you, them the old ones gonna say bad things about you. Them the old ones that you used to hang with when God show you who they really are. Sometimes we have to remove ourselves. Connections have to be cut out because everybody cannot go with you to your next level. Everybody cannot go with you to the next level in your life, your next journey, your next goal in your life. We have to learn how to shut it off and move forward. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because that's all people want to do. They want to hurt you. They want to make you feel bad. They want to make you feel like you can't succeed or you're not fit for them. You know, sometimes they have cliques and all this going on because that's what negative people do. They do that. They make you feel like you nobody, but you are somebody. You matter. I want to let you know, those that's watching around the world, you matter. You matter. No matter what people saying about you, you matter. No matter how they feel about you, you matter. You just keep her going on and moving forward because through your positive, there is a blessing for you. I will be back after this commercial break. Stay tuned for part 2.
Key Classic. Corner music. They told you that you couldn't do it cause you're washed up. Ain't like them bad girls said you should get your sauce up. But I got this plan and you might not understand. I'ma go hard as I can and I'm gonna be the boss of it. Just watch me do this, put no limits, only swag on it. Walk right up to the front where I belong and brag on it. Go to the top, I'ma give it all I got. Might take a lot, but we ain't gonna ever stop. I do believe I'm something special. Can't take that from me. So you can say what you want, I go harder, stronger, be who I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I'm unstoppable. I and I might make mistakes, but I don't let it break me, cause I'm still on my way. I do believe I'm something special. Can't take that from me. So you can say what you want, I go harder, stronger, be who I'm supposed to be. Cause I'm unstoppable, I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. I'm unstoppable, ain't no hoping and wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. 'Cause I can be what I want, try it if I want. Empowered by the King, and He won't let me fall. 'Cause I'm unstoppable, nah, 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 He won't let me fall. No, no, 'cause I'm unstoppable. Come what may, I rest in His safety. Winds may blow, waves won't overtake me. Tears in my eyes, but I'm still gonna survive. 'Cause He's incredible, He's powerful, and I will rise from the bottom 'cause He said so. 'Cause I'm unstoppable, I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. 'Cause I'm unstoppable, ain't no hoping and wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. 'Cause I can be what I want, try it if I want. Empowered by the King, and He won't let me go. 'Cause I'm unstoppable, nah, 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 He won't let me fall. No, 'cause I'm unstoppable. Nah, 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 He won't let me fall. No, I'm unstoppable.
Yes, thank you all for coming back in with me. I was talking about in the first section about how to stay positive against energy negative people. And I just want to just touch on this because it's so much negative things is going on around the world. You know, we deal with different personalities and, you know, things that we don't understand that comes our way. And we trying to figure out, you know, why we have to deal with these people, why we have to go deal with negative people. But all I can say this right now, because reason why we deal with negative people is only for the journey of our life. It's only for the purpose and the destiny what God putting on our life. You know, we have to understand that no matter what we go through, no matter what we are facing in our journey, we have to learn that no matter what negative things come our way, we have to keep positive. We have to move forward. We have to stay focused. We have to do what we have to do, because I know that things gonna be okay. You know, things is going to be okay. Matter of fact, it's gonna be great. It's going to be great on your life, and we have to understand that we can't allow negative things to stop us and learn how to deal with life. You know, I ain't gonna lie, life is full of disappointments. Life is full of a lot of negative people, you know, and they negative words, they negative saying and things that they dealing with it, you know, and you so happy and you so joyful, and then when you get around somebody that's always upset and mad, it'll mess up your day. It'll mess up your day. I'll tell you, it will mess up your day. It'll have you like, hold on, I was just happy just now. Because you know why you were just happy? Because you were enjoying the positive moments and the movements that you was in before you walk into that person. You know, and we have to be ready when we walk into negative people and stuff like that, because, you know, you never know what negative people going to do or say. So that's why we have to have a positive spirit and a joyful spirit when we do come into people that have that negative energy or negative vibe. We'll learn how to not to pay attention, and we'll have that prayer life that we needed. You know, because prayer life was going to sustain you to stay positive when you're dealing with, you know, bad attitudes and bad ways and evil people and, you know, and they negative saying and how they feel and all this and that. You know, we have to understand that we can't allow people to stop us in our goals. We can't allow them, because how they feel about us, you know, what they saying about us, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how people are saying things or how they feel about you. You know, you just got to stay positive. Stay positive. It's good to stay positive at all times. You know, they're trying to find fault in everything you do. Negative people will try to find fault in everything you do. So surround yourself. And I'm going to tell you something before I say this part. When you're around people that negative, they always trying to point out a bad thing, what they see about you or how they feel about you. They always have to nitpick on you. They always have to nitpick on a positive person. Because we don't want to argue back. We don't want to indulge into your mess. Or we don't want to get to that low level that you in. So we have to understand people, no matter what they are doing or saying, we have to learn to say, hey, if that's just how, sometimes it's still how they feel about you. That's how you shut them down. That's how you shut negative people down. Okay, thank you for thinking of me like that. Okay, thank you for that word. Thank you for that bad word that you said. You know, always keep positive. Always keep yourself positive no matter what they say. Now, back what I was about to say, surround yourself with people that's going somewhere in life. Surround yourself with good energy people. Surround yourself with people that always have good things to say and they doing things in life. Be with somebody that's going somewhere in life. Learn how to leave that group of people. It may hurt because you friend with people that's all they talk about, this and that and that and that and this and that. It's not time for all of that. It's not time for with that negative energy with them. You know, we have to understand we have to move positive. We have to can't let things stop us. We got to move forward. You know, we have to understand that, you know, hey, negative people going to be negative people. But be true to yourself. Be who you are. Be that deepest person. No matter how they feel. Someone, you know, is out there with a lot of negative energy. And they will find fault in just about everything. Nothing is ever pleasing to people that's full of negative energy. They always want to stay, what? Upset. They always want to be in that bitter journey. They not always happy. You know, they always talking about the relationship. They always talking about their past relationship they was in. You know, nothing good to say. You know, negative people they don't have nothing good to say. They don't never have nothing good to say to you. Never. I be like, oh my God. I be at my job sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, this is really negative because I'm around negative people, period. You know, but I have to learn how to stay positive. No matter how much hell I deal with on your job or in your relationship or who you deal with, we have to learn how to stay positive and we have to learn to give it to the Lord and let God deal with the rest. Recover from people that don't know better. They don't know better. That's all I know. They don't know better because that's all they know is I always want to find fault into people when they really need to examine themselves. They really need to examine themselves, who they are. I always say, go check an examination. Look into the mirror before you put your hand on somebody else, before you judge somebody else. Look at you. Look at you first and see what's wrong with you while you're around here trying to find fault in other people. So this is all nothing but negative people. That's what they do. That's all they known as. That's all they do. They always have a gossipful spirit. They always got bad things to say about what you doing in their life and they wish they was doing. They always got stuff to say about you, what you got going, and they not doing it. Come on. They upset because where you at and where they not. Come on. They upset because they trying to figure out why you so joyful and they can't catch the joy. And they don't understand that we're positive people, because you know why? We blessed like that. All my blessed folks, we blessed like that. All my blessed positive people, we blessed like that. We can go on. We can move forward. We can not worry about what they people saying or how they feel about us. That's all they are. They full of hatred. They full of meanness. They full of being ungrateful. They not happy about nothing. They're not happy about nothing. But positive people, we happy about everything. Even though when bad things are going crazy in our life, we still positive, because you know why? We know we're gonna be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Remove yourself from negative people. They can suck the joy out of you. Negative people will suck the joy out of you if you allow them. Ooh, I'm telling you. I raise my hand to that. I raise my hand to that. Those that's watching me live, those that can't see me live, if you listen, raise your hand. If you ever been around a negative person and you so joyful and you come around them, they will suck the joy out of you. They'll suck the funness out of you. They'll suck the excitement out of you, because they all are full of hatreds. You walking, you so happy, and soon you get there, your joy just left. Your happiness just left. Your excitement just left. Because we allow negative people to suck the joy out of our life, because they are miserable. They don't know how to be happy. They don't know how to be joy. They always dwelling on the past. You did this to me. I remember when you was that. I remember when you did this. Oh, do you remember a couple of days ago you did that? You remember this? You remember that? Positive people, don't listen. Don't listen to them, because that's all they want to do, to steal your joy. They want to bring up the mistake that you did. I still know who you are. I still know who you are now. You know the old me, but you don't know the new me. Come on. See, negative people know the old you, but positive people is meeting the new you. Come on, somebody. They have to understand that we don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. And we have to let people be people and let their opinions stay with negative people. People that will have negative opinions, let them stay there. Leave them there. Leave them in the back. Leave them. Don't even go and indulge into what negative people are saying about. Don't even watch it. Move. Act like you don't even see it. You see it, but act like you don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not going to see it. I don't want to see it. Because you're not finna drain the joy out of me. You're not finna drain the happiness out of me. Because the joy of the Lord is my strength. Come on. The joy of the Lord is your strength, positive people. Positive energy people. People that you could walk in a room and the whole room will shift. Everything will be positive. You know, you'll walk into a negative vibe, and then soon a positive person come in. Trust me. Yes. Have you ever walk into a room and they was just talking, and then so you walk into the room, everything get quiet, and you try to feel like, well, everybody quiet, y'all just talking. Because you know what? Because you was the topic of the discussion. Come on, somebody. You was the topic of the discussion. Guess what? Reason why they got quiet, because you powerful to shut it down. You powerful to overcome that. You powerful not allow negative people to stop your positive energy. So you keep walking into negative rooms. Sometimes you have to show up when people don't like you. Sometimes you have to prove. You don't even have to prove your point to people. You don't care. You really don't care what people saying about you. At the end of the day, just show up. Show up and show out. Be who you need to be. Be who God called you to be. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what's best for you. We need good energy around us. Negative people have to get away from people that positive. We have to remove ourselves, because they will drain the positivity out of you. So next time, come on, somebody, and someone is speaking negative energy that's coming your way, sometimes you have to put some shades on. I wish I had a pair of shades right now. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. You must talking to the shades that's on my eyes. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But next time somebody come to you with negative energy, just say, I don't want to hear that. That's between you and that person, or whatever the reason may be. I don't got nothing because you don't like them. Because sometimes people will have you not liking other people because how they feel about that person. Sometimes people was stop other people to talk to you because y'all had a disagreement because what happened in that area, what happened in that situation, they would do that. People would do that. People would keep people away from you, not to get to know the new you. Come on, somebody. So I just love you all. I just love you all because it was a good topic on today, talking about positive energy, talking about negative energy, how to avoid people that full of drama, how to avoid people that full of mess, they bitter, they hurtful, they frustrateful, they frustration, they ungrateful. We have to understand that this is all in God's doing for us to stay positive in our blessings. I see y'all again next Saturday, again at 3 p.m. at the same time, at the same place. See you soon. I'm your host, Lady Kima, better known as your trauma recovery coach. Stay positive, people. Forget the negativity. Let's go.